Welcome to the Hidden Driveway Show. I'm your host, Amu, and then joining me today we have a very special guest, ZYBER. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? It's me, Zyber, aka Zyber47, aka Iceman, aka Mr. Iceland, aka Ganya. I don't know, I'm the man. Hello, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and if you're watching, you gotta put that on the Rate Your Music page now. All the AKAs, get them up there. Come
on. What, like my music?
No, I meant you gotta add all the AKAs.
Oh yeah.
you gotta get all of them.
Right on like the profile, the profile, right? Dude, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, add them up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Add them up there right now. I don't think I have any there, but soon.
If you're not doing that, you're not even Zyber Gang.
You're not Zyber Gang. Exactly. Nope. No Zyber Gang if you don't have no AKs.
Mm-mm. All right. Exactly. Well, to get us started, is there anything that you would like to talk about?
Just music, really. Just music, you know. I love music, right? I mean, been listening to a lot of it, been doing a lot of it. I mean, I've been bumping a lot of Gucci Mane recently.
Mm-hmm.
Big inspiration to me. God, it's just his sound so fascinating. It's so ahead of its time. Like he was like doing all of this stuff that people are like still mimicking in the 2000s, like early 2010s. Amazing. I love the dude. I
haven't been listening to Gucci Mane, but I have been listening to a lot of Zyber to prep for this. I went through the Spotify, all singles, full of myself and the Lex, heard all of it. So you probably got like an extra 100 streams from me or something. That happens like whenever I have to listen to somebody for one of these interviews. Like I think for Noah, he got like an extra 100 from me just from like me bumping him like the day before to prep for it.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I talked about Gucci Mane in like the very next question, so it's kind of perfect because I do my research.
So it's like a good transition. Nice. I like it.
Because you started dropping music in 2021, right? And you've gotten better every year, but your story is a little unique because you're from Iceland, right? But then you're inspired by like Gucci Mane and like Chief Keef and like that whole like trap sound. But you're all the way in Iceland, which is like 3,000 miles away from like Atlanta or like Chicago. So like, how did you get into making music in the first place?
God, it's just like I kind of grew up on the internet, so I was introduced to a lot of different music at like a young age, and I'm still pretty young, so I got a long way ahead. But I never even like I didn't necessarily grew up listening to rap. Like my dad wasn't like showing me anything like that. He was more into like the rock and roll. But then I just got an iPad, and I loved YouTube, and it recommended me a bunch of stuff, and I have a vivid memory of listening to Chief Keef in 2015. It was the I Don't Like Music video, and that shit blew me away. And I don't know, I've always been fascinated with it. I listened to a bit of Fetty Wap back then, like when I was 9 years old or something. It was awesome. So I guess I just spent a lot of time on the internet. So, and I just like kind of dove down into some like weird rabbit holes of like music, and that's just kind of how I found stuff. Same with like the underground, like a lot of different subgenres of rap. And I feel like the one that's just like most like that's like fascinated me the most is just like definitely that Atlanta sound, Chicago sound, all that.
It's weird because I feel like that sound did come a little later though. Like with your earlier stuff, like I think your first song on Spotify, at least, I don't think it's your first actual song, but like Buffalo sounds like digicore almost.
Right. Because I would say I've had a lot of so I didn't actually like start out in 2021, but I will say I really got into music 2021. Like I started taking it seriously, and like looking back at all the 2021 stuff, it was whatever. But I remember I've been making like music, just like bullshit music, since like where I started like early 2018. I was just making like this meme stuff on SoundCloud, just kind of like jokey songs or whatever. And then 2020 came, and I was like trying to make a lot of like the hyper pop shit, which Buffalo is just kind of like Pretty sure that was like a glaive type beat off of YouTube or something. But I don't know. I've removed a lot of the stuff. I don't think I just didn't remove Buffalo because kind of like the song mainly because it wasn't like mixed by me. So I kind of like feels like it was made by kind of someone else. But I still enjoy that song. So yeah, I've been through like many different phases of music, but yeah, currently and what I'm like most proud of, it's like the Atlanta sound trap, I guess.
And are there any other influences you would say that you've had, like whether it's like currently or like in your past music?
Oh yeah, definitely like a million of them, honestly. I feel like the my biggest inspiration for me to like start doing music seriously, Blade. I mean, come on, Blade is the goat. I mean, I've been listening to Blade for like 4 years now, so I wasn't like super early on. It's not like I discovered him like at 9 or something, but Blade is like it was like the first artist that I really got into and was like obsessed over like the music. So he's always like he kinda made me wanna like do the music stuff seriously. And then I have other inspirations like of course Young Lean, just basically like a lot of the Drain Gang members. Octi, I really like Octi. He's half Icelandic or something. He's like which is really cool. Acid Soldier too, great artist. I also would say Famous Dex. He was like 2016. I love that dude. I love that dude. I loved Famous Dex. He was like also a big inspiration to me, like when it came to like the trap sound, because he was like I hadn't heard anything like it before. Like I'd heard like some trap songs before, but his flow, his vocals were so different back then. It just blew me away. So that was a big inspiration for me to like kind of experiment with my own sound. So it's the
hmm
goat. The goat.
And then I know there's other people that you work with quite a bit due to your like Fiji Island collective. So like, how did that become a thing?
Oh, right. Yeah, Fiji Island just happened because, my bro, Kisseth, he's in, Fiji Island, and it was 2021, so it was around, like, the same time that I, like, dropped Buffalo and stuff. I think if I remember correctly, he just sent me on Discord, like, asking if I wanna join, and I was just like, "Sure," like, "Sure," because we had already, like, talked a lot,
hmm
and, uh and we made, like, a song. We made, like, few songs together, but we were, like, still, like, pretty rough with it, like, mixing and cadence or whatever, but I said yes, I joined, and, I'm in Fiji Island with Kisseth, Lemon, the producer, and Next 10. Those are my 3 goats, three-headed goats right there, three-headed goats.
hmm
So, yeah, it's we've been doing it for 3 years now, close to 3 years, I think. Awesome. It's awesome. I love them dudes. Love them to death.
Yeah, because I heard you repping it on like on For Myself, like on a bunch of the songs. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
what is that? And I had to go look it up. And then now I'm
Yeah,
tapped
yeah,
in,
yeah.
and now you're
Now
tapped in
you're
too.
tapped in. Now y'all are tapped in. Tap in with Fiji Island. Hell yeah. I love the dudes. I love Fiji Island. It's nice to be like a part of something. Definitely nice to be like a part of something. And I don't know, I'm happy to be able to rep something. We even got like a hand sign. I think Hissa did like some hand sign for it. I can't like do it because I think this is it. Yeah, yeah, right here. It's like the F in Fiji. I think it
Wait,
might be
so
the
it's
camera
like
might
you're
be.
like flipping someone off, basically. Is that just what it is?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but you have to, like, kinda twist this thing kinda
Like,
here,
wait,
because you know, this is, like, the FaZe Clan logo.
yeah.
We can't be doing that. Like, if you kinda at a hold it at a right angle, it's like an F. It's like an
hmm
F, you see?
Okay,
So
I
this
see
is
the
the
vision. Okay.
Fiji hand sign. Fiji hand sign. Throw up Fiji if you gang. Yeah, but yeah.
So yes, you're repping Fiji Island, but there's something else that you rep even more than Fiji Island. Like I said
Mhm.
before, you're from Iceland and extremely proud of it. You're talking
Yes.
about it all the time on pretty much all your songs and on your social media presence too. I remember when Trump got shot. First thing I opened Twitter, Iceland flag with the Trump like picture below it. So you're very proud of being from Iceland.
Oh, yes.
So what are some of your favorite things about living there? And are there any Icelandic artists you can put us onto? Because like if I had to think of like an Iceland Mount Rushmore, right? You got Zyber,
Mm.
Bjork, like Leve, and like Sigur Rós, and I can't name like anybody else. So
Right, right, right. Okay. So I'll start with my favorite things about Iceland. First of all, it's just kind of my favorite thing about it, like, is just how small it is. The population is like just under 400,000, I think, and it's so small. And like 100,000 of those people are all in the capital. I'm in the capital, so because it's so small, it feels like everybody knows each other.
Hmm.
Feels like everybody knows each other, and then I don't know. Another Icelander might like disagree with me with that. Like I don't know. Maybe they might not be comfortable with it, and I get it. But like personally, I feel like I really like how like close it is. It's not like not necessarily like we're a big family, but I don't know. I like how cozy it is, and I just kind of I might have some bias too because I've lived here my entire life, but it's just I don't know. Also, I would say I really like the downtown area, like Torg and Laugardalur. It's just like I said, it's just like this little downtown thing. A lot of shops there. There's clubs there too. I've performed at one of like the bars there. It was super fun. That's like my favorite activity. Like if there's nothing to do, like which is like 95% of the time, you go downtown and you find something to do.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's a great like hotspot, I guess. And also just like low key when the weather's right, like when it's actually nice, like outside. It's just like city, man. It's beautiful. I can literally look not actually outside this window, but I can look out for like some window in my living room and I can see a mountain. I can see a mountain. Like you could never do that in like New York, I think. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I think my country's beautiful. I like this country a lot. Like I don't know, not a lot to say about that, but I love Iceland overall. I never want to leave. But right, what was the other thing you said? It was
So are there any
yeah,
Icelandic artists?
right. Yes, 100%. So I'm gonna shout out two of my buddies that I'm gonna tap y'all into. We got Kazoba, that's Kzoba, Kazoba. Great artist. Dude, he's my best friend, and his like bars are just incredible. Like his wordplay is insane. He's like the craziest I've ever heard like somebody freestyle. He's absolutely nuts with it. Hops on some beautiful ass beats. His vocals beautiful. I love the dude. You guys need to tap in. Guys need to tap in. His discography on SoundCloud isn't that huge, but definitely worth giving a listen. And then I want to say Jokel. That's J0KULL. Great fucking artist. That's also my best friend. His music is so, like, unique and different and, like, crazy fucking hard too. Like, and the fact that he's making it all on his phone is, like, crazy. Like Nets
That's the
like
first thing I thought. Yeah.
this the new Netspend right here, Screw. This is the new Netspend, a better Netspend if you ask
Hmm.
me. But fucking his music is incredible. He has a mixtape called Bender Mixtape. That mixtape is crazy. The beats are so psychedelic. His flow is incredible. They're so like there's a lot of like chops in the vocals too, which I really enjoy. It's so unique. Like if you get it, you get it. So I definitely recommend like giving it a try. But those are definitely like my two goats. Also one more. Daniel is his name. Daniel, I guess. That's Danjel. He makes Icelandic music, but he's a good friend of mine too. He's actually quite big in Iceland currently. He has an album called Fjórir, Icelandic album. It's great. I recommend that too. His sound is very cool. It's like way different from like a lot of like the mainstream stuff in Iceland, but
Hmm.
definitely give that to a listen.
How would you describe the like mainstream Icelandic sound? Like, 'cause again, like I know like pretty much nothing. So.
The mainstream sound in Iceland is well, I mean, it's kind of just like the same stuff as in America and that it's not that it's even bad. It's just it's nothing different. It's just like pretty basic rap except Icelandic. And
Hmm.
there's definitely some like hits out there. There's definitely some hits here, but I wouldn't say a lot of people are like pushing boundaries with that stuff. I wouldn't say that, but it's definitely not bad. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of like classics out here. Like if you're going camping with your friends, you know what to put on. you know what to put on. You got to put on like the hat on Netismune and all that. If you know, you know. But like, yeah, it's pretty basic, but it's good music though. It's good music, like especially if you're from Iceland, you can enjoy it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then you mentioned that you do performances. Is that like an open mic kind of thing, or are people like, I need Zyber to be here?
So I've done what, like 3 performances. One was for my school, which was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was for my school. They put me on like a lineup with all these like other mainstream Icelandic artists too, because like the committee in the school that's like hosting the event, they like pay for them to show up, and they asked me to perform too, and I was like, it was my first time, so obviously I wasn't charging. It's like my friends too, and I had a great ass time with that. But no, it's not like I've never done like an open mic thing.
Oh, so
I don't
they
know.
come to you for it.
They come to me for it, right? They come to me for it though. Then I also did like some other event, which was like it's like a keg night, I think it is. I think it's called. It's just like an event where you just like they rented out some restaurant for like a night, and they just had a bunch of beer kegs and offered beer to anybody, and it was nice. I performed there too. It was super fun, and then I performed at this bar in downtown called Prikið, which means like the stick.
Mm-hmm.
That was super fun. I was opening for, my friend Daniel, who I was talking about. It was, an album release party, for the one that I just mentioned earlier, which was super fun because that was my first time, like, performing with, like, a professional, like, playback machine. Like, the DJ dude had, like, a playback machine, so I had, like, the live auto tune. It was super
Mm-hmm.
fun. So, I hope I can do that again, but, yeah, I haven't performed a lot, but the times that I have, super fun. I wanna
That's
do
sick
that,
though.
like,
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it.
You know, because the way you phrased it at first, I thought you were just going to like do performances because you had the option to, not because people were like,
No, no, no.
yeah.
No, no, no. I mean, I don't know if, like, an open mic, I'm not sure if I would, like, wanna do that. Cause like, usually when I'm, like, cause I've been asked to, like, perform at other spots too, but I've kinda denied them since, like, if I know what types of people are gonna be, like,
Mm-hmm.
because, like, I was offered to do this, like, one gig at, like, this, I don't know, there was, like, it was just kinda, like, a bit of an older crowd,
Yeah.
which I wasn't, like, too interested in, but I usually just, like, kinda when I know that the right audience is gonna be there, cause like, especially in Iceland, there's not, like, my sound is kinda maybe not a lot of people are, like, attracted to that sound in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
So, I usually just kinda if I know that it's gonna be lit, I'll perform. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that
Yeah.
video where it's some young K and he's performing for like a senior, like old hope, like a, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. You know the video I'm talking about though? It's like young K and he's performing for like a senior home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen that in forever. I haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that video. Young KO too. I haven't heard about him in a while. No, that's fucking funny. I would perform to elders though. I would definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they wouldn't, like, get it, but they would, like, certainly enjoy it, They'd like, "Oh, look at this little guy performing with his little microphone. It's
Mm-hmm.
so cute." Yeah, no, I would perform to the elderly. Shout out to the elderly. Um, y'all going soon, but miss y'all. Imma miss y'all. Imma miss y'all. Imma miss y'all. No, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking
But
about performing songs, but one of your older songs is called Rewind. So if there's a
right.
time in your life that you could go back to, like relive, like when would you pick?
Oh, I wanna relive the 8th grade again. That was super fun. Like, what was that, like, 2020? I wanna do that again. That was fun. Cause I was still making music, but it was all, like, I was just kinda joking around,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even that, like, I was joking around because I didn't feel confident enough to make, like, genuine music, but it was just, like, super fun, I had no care in the world, the summer 2020, beautiful times, beautiful fucking times, and I was listening to a lot of Blade and Young Lean, so I had no care in the world except listening to my music and being with my friends. It was awesome. So I would definitely go back to the 8th grade, relive that one more time, like, one more time, just kinda
Mm-hmm.
get a feel for that
Did y'all
when
have
I
a
was kinda
serious like quarantine in Iceland?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, I think, in America, wasn't it, like, 2 months, right?
Um,
Like
I
2
mean,
months inside or
the only mandated one was like 2 months, but like I was inside for like until like mid 2021, pretty much, at least for me.
Right, right. Yeah, I think it all, like, started in, like, February 2020 where it was, like, we got 2 weeks off of school, and then it was 2 weeks and we were still inside. I don't know if it lasted, like, 2 months, I can't really remember, but it was, people were locked inside, like, people were watching themselves, just because we're 400,000 people here, we still gotta be careful, we still gotta
Mhm.
be careful. But, yeah, the COVID was not that fun. I don't think I'd miss that part of the 8th grade,
Mhm.
but I definitely would not wanna relive the COVID era again. That was not fun because that low-key kind of changed you. I feel like COVID changed everyone, like a little
Yeah.
bit, in a good way.
That's what I would say, because I had more time to, like, self-reflect, and I realized, like, whatever I was
Right,
doing I was, like,
right,
running on autopilot before, and I was like, "Wait, I don't wanna be doing whatever I was doing." Like,
right,
I had to
right.
completely,
No,
like,
exactly.
repivot after that, so
No, exactly. I feel like because when you're just stuck inside, you have nothing else to do except just kinda just look at your phone or your computer, and then you have a lot of free time, and you discover things, and by the end of quarantine, you've dyed your hair, you got a whole new swag, fits, and, and I don't know, you're bumping Drain Gang now, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I had the same arc, actually, not the hair part, but I got that was when I got, like, really into music, so I was, like, a Death Grips, like, Drainer, like, whatever, by the
Yeah,
end of
yeah, yeah,
COVID.
no, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I feel like that was the year of, getting into music, there was nothing better to do than play games and listen to music, I swear. I swear to God.
Mhm. More on the topic of your music, so you tend to go for a more aggressive and hype sound for your songs. One of my favorites of yours, "Go Home," caught me completely by surprise with its way more chill sound.
Right.
So given that song's title, what's the most like homesick that you've ever been?
Most homesick. I feel like, when I was in 2022, Florida, I was there for, like, a month or something. I was in Florida for, like, a month, and I don't know, man. I just wanna go home because it was my first time going to the States, and I just remember, on the way driving to, the Airbnb we were going to,
Mhm.
it was so, I had such, a culture shock because we were driving on this long ass highway, and I'd see Walmart there, McDonald's there, smoke shop there, another Walmart, another McDonald's, another smoke shop. It was kinda like the same copy paste thing, so it kinda, threw me off. Not that I thought it was, ugly or something. It's just, it was, so different, the environment and everything. I just kinda "Damn, I kinda wanna go home." I kinda wanna go home after, when I was, 10 days in or something, I was, low-key just down to, go back home to Iceland. But I had a good time there, though. I had a good time, but I felt like a month was a bit too long.
Mhm.
That's the most homesick I've been.
I imagine the weather was also like a lot compared to like what Iceland has, right?
Yes, yes. Oh my god, well, we were in December, though,
Oh,
so December
true.
25th, anyway. So, it wasn't, that crazy, but still, it was, I could not wear jeans outside, I could not wear jeans outside. It was I would be in jeans outside for, a minute, my feet would just be, my legs would just be, soaking in sweat, I swear to God. It's crazy because the weather doesn't really go higher than, 15 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit, but it really doesn't go higher than that, during the summer, TBH.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, so that's like the kind of weather I'm used to. I can't deal with cold weather. Plus, I have those like naturally cold hands, so like my hands go like
Yeah,
numb
right,
if it's like 30
right.
degrees out.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't know. I've always, I don't know what's, the word for it in English, but, if the oven is just tinkered with a bit, just, putting it, a degree high, I think that's what you say.
Yeah.
Um, I start to just sweat bullets. I start to sweat bullets, I get so easily like sweaty and stuff. Like I gotta have like a window wide open. I literally have one right now, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not even like hot outside. It's fucking August, and it's the weather's been a disaster, bro. I swear it's terrible. But at least I'm not sweating. At least I'm not sweating,
That's
which I
true.
like. That's true. Yeah,
Very true.
very true.
And you know this is very true. Back in September 2023, you released your debut mixtape, "Full of Myself," which has been on repeat since
Yes.
I first found it in June of this year. So I wanted to know,
Hell yeah.
what was the process for working on it like? Because that is just a banger throughout.
Dude, that mixtape took me a year to make. And it's not even like that I was like every day like on my computer making a new song and just like trying to like compile like take 100 songs and pick out the best 10. But it's just like I think the first song I made for the album was a Motherfuckers, I think, and I did that in like December 2022. So it's like almost a year,
Because that was
almost
a
a year.
single,
Made
right?
it in, like that was a single, yeah. I made that song first, then I made, I think, Dread Pirate Roberts, and then some other songs, and it kinda, like it was all kinda, like it was all kinda, like, gaps between, like, when I made them. So, like, I made, like, maybe, like, 3 songs in April and then, like, another one in May, and I think Sleeping Off the Dro, I think I made that, like, 3 weeks before the album came out. Like, I made that, and then I, like, put the album up for release on DistroKid.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but that process was fun because like I knew I was gonna be making like a mixtape. Like I've always wanted to like have like some project kind of under my belt because I feel like like what makes people like want to listen to an artist more is if they have like something like have like this like body of work, you know? Because especially when it's like I try to be as like consistent with the sound as I could without having it be kind of like repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I kinda nailed it on the head with that one. I'd like to pat myself on the back for that one. But, yeah, I think a lot of people enjoy listening to albums, I think. I feel like it's, like, the best once you're, like, really getting into an artist, they will listen to, like, an album or a mixtape from them. And I feel like then people can kinda come to a conclusion, like, how they feel about an artist. And, I mean, who doesn't like listening to an album, like, front to back? It's fun. That's always, like, how I've enjoyed music.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just kinda do that?
Especially because like "Full of Myself" is like pretty short, I would say, but it's not like
Yeah.
too short. So it's like you can listen to it like twice in a row and not be like, okay, I'm kind of done with it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of my
definitely, I mean
favorites would be like Dread Pirate Roberts, "Sellout,"
yeah.
and oh, what's the last song's name?
Watch
Watch
Me.
Me is so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man, I would say the song that I'm most proud of on that, definitely Farm Freestyle, Do Your Little Dance, and Watch Me. And I'd also like to say Sellout for, like, the lyrics. I was just kinda having, like, I was having so much fun just, like, saying whatever on that
Mm-hmm.
song. But, yeah, Farm Freestyle, Do Your Little Dance, and Watch Me. Super proud of those songs. I'm really proud of those songs. Those are, like, some of my favorites, and I usually recommend them to, like, people that wanna, like, listen to my stuff.
Yeah. Do you have like a writing process for like your songs? I feel like the lyrics are like pretty important on like "Full of Myself."
Yeah,
Not in
yeah,
like a
yeah.
lyrical way, but it's just like fun to listen to because of what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, right, thank you. Low key, the hardest part of, like, making a song is, like, kind of the lyrics. I struggle so hard with that because I can, like, kind of freestyle like, okay, some people wouldn't consider it a freestyle, but punching in, I consider it a freestyle,
Mm-hmm.
where you just kinda record, like, a single bar and then the next one without, like, really you just kinda think of it and then you just do it. I consider that a freestyle personally. But, when I'm, like, writing stuff, it takes me quite a while, I'm not gonna lie, 'cause I kinda don't wanna have, like I want kinda, like, to have every bar to, like, kind of work as, like, a one-liner, you know? I find those really fun because it makes, like it kinda keeps you entertained, especially, like, if you're focusing on the lyrics. You could just, like I say something funny and you just think, "Yo, you for real said that," or something like that, you know? It's fun to have, like, lyrics that you kinda remember. I like to think that some people have my lyrics in their head.
Mm-hmm. There's a certain
Yeah.
one I'd sell. I know you know which one I'm talking about, but I first started laughing the first time I heard that one.
Are you talking about the Pornhub? So I do
Yeah.
fucking your mom and then I moan. Yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? Why not?
Why
Why not just
not?
moan on the track? Let me be the first rapper to ever moan on track. Don't look it up, but I'm the first one. Just take my word for it. I'm the first one.
Oh yeah, how did the Acid Soldier like collab happen?
I've always like I fucked with him since like 2021, like early 2021, and I wouldn't say like we're friends or anything, but like we are mutuals, and he's like super chill in DMs, like super nice guy. Like when I do like kind of talk to him, he's super nice,
Mm-hmm.
and so I've always just like been following him, and I've always just like supported his music. And then I made Dread Pirate Roberts, and I kind of had like a gap in there, and I was like, I kind of just want like some like cool feature on this, and I don't know. First thing that came to mind was Acid Soldier. I was probably like listening to him a lot during the time I made that. So I sent it to him, and I did pay for it, right? I did pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on that like we're not locked in like that, but I did pay for it. But he did charge me less because he thought it was hard. He only charged me like $50 for it,
Mm-hmm.
which is very nice of him. He thought it was really hard, and he was like super nice in DMs too, because like he was like kind of busy, and he just told me like, hey, I'm very sorry about the lag, just let me know if there's anything you want changed or whatever. He's a super chill dude. Shout out Souljah.
Shout out Acid Soldier. And I know that you got like Chris Easy on work also. And my
Oh yeah,
sources told me that that was a free feature just because he fucks with you. So I think that's pretty cool.
free feature because he fucks with me. Yeah, that was a free feature. God, Chris Tuiz is awesome. I've also been fucking with him for like a long ass time, and he just like sent me randomly in Twitter DMs, just like, yo, let's work. And I was so excited when I got that message because
Mm-hmm.
like this like to like listen to some guy for like 3 years, and then he asks you to like work with him was like so crazy. Like even though it's like he's not like Drake or anything, but like still it like meant a lot to me. So I made that open, and he sent the verse back, and we made a hit. I don't know.
Yeah. And then when I was telling Pastoria that I was gonna do this interview because I've interviewed him before. He was wondering
Yeah.
if you could, like the song name says, do your little dance.
Asking me to do my little dance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, I'm probably not gonna like stand up for this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, how about I just hit that?
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
And
ooh.
hey, do your little dance. Walking out the club, and I leave him in a trance. Yeah, yeah, that was my little dance, y'all. That was my little dance. Hope y'all like that.
I was
Hope y'all like
very
that, Zyber.
impressed.
I know, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
impressed. I didn't know I had it in me. I didn't know I had it in me.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is the most like unserious question ever. This next one, because we were
Right,
talking about Dread Pirate Roberts, right? And you know how Acid so just
right.
talking about like the Griffin family on there, right?
Yeah.
And then on the course of enough of this, you're like, man, Griffin, I'll fuck with Chris or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to picture this scenario, right? So you know how in like the Smurfs movie, the Smurfs come into like the real world,
Right,
like the live
right.
action one, like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah,
could hang
I know.
out with any of the Griffin family or just someone from Family Guy in general for like a day, who would you pick?
Yo, that's a good fucking question. I think I think for the Griffin family, I would definitely just hang out with Peter. He's he's awesome. He's that's the goat. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Peter's the fucking goat. He has a Fortnite skin. Like what more can you have? But like also I'm blanking on his name right now. He's like the gay dude in Family Guy. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Isn't he like Ginger? Or am I wrong?
Uh no. Bruce. Bruce from Family Guy. He's like the hey y'all. Like, hey y'all, get more of that milkshake, please. He's like he's the goat. He's the goat. He's the fucking goat. If you watch Family Guy, you know Bruce. That's the goat right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Confession: I've never watched an episode of Family Guy ever.
You've
So
never watched an episode of Family Guy?
no. I watched a lot of The Simpsons though, but I never watched Family Guy.
I like The Simpsons, but Family Guy, man, Family Guy. I've seen every episode. Better late than never. Better late than never to start. Better late than never. I highly recommend Family Guy. Start somewhere in the middle if you're gonna like in the middle seasons. I think that's a good start. But I do recommend it.
So when Brian died, right? Like, how did it make you feel?
Man, when Brian died, man, I remember that day vividly. Came home from a long day of learning in the 3rd grade, and I booted up the TV and I saw that Brian Griffin died, and I wasn't even gonna drink that night, but fuck, bro, I had to pour up for Brian. That shit made me sad, man. Shit made me sad. It made me angry. It had me confused, frustrated.
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that? Why would Seth MacFarlane do that? It hurt me. It hurt me on a. It hurt me. It just hurt me, man. And I missed my guy. And I'm glad that Seth MacFarlane and the Family Guy crew came to their senses and brought him back. Or Stewie brought him back. I should give Stewie the credit here. It's the GOAT. but yeah, that sucked. That was a terrible time. Terrible time in human history. We need to talk about this more. We can't lock up these feelings forever. We need to speak about how we felt when Brian Griffin died. That's gang right there. Brian Griffin is gang.
They know what they did with that.
They know what they did.
And they tried to hide their mistake, but too late.
Pulling on our fucking strings like we're some fucking dolls. Oh, disgusts me thinking about killing off a goat like that. Yeah.
This is no laughing matter.
No, I'm just laughing at so many feelings, man. I just don't know how to act. So many feelings, man. Fuck.
All right, well, so this is actually canonically how it works, but in Hidden Driveway, if I beat a guest, they die.
Right.
And I've been, that picture where it's like the Grim Reaper going down like all the doors?
Right.
The past 4 videos, I've beaten every single person. Young Rat Poison, Alfred Morose, VHS Midnight Style, and now Five Fingers Noah have all lost. I mean, this is my longest winning streak ever. And even worse for you, Pastoria and VHS Midnight Style are the only 2 people from Europe, and they've also both lost, right? So there's a lot riding on this for you to win.
I think I'm gonna have to break your streak here, man. I think I'm gonna have to break your streak.
Okay,
I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this.
And you gotta close your eyes because there's like a little delay of the camera or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, so you're up 1.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, damn. Okay.
Wait. So what is it? Best of 3?
No, you won. That's it.
I won. Hey! I'm sorry I had to break your streak, but I had to do it for Iceland. Big ups Iceland. I'm putting Iceland on the rock paper scissors game right here.
So Europe's on the map now.
Europe's on the map. You don't play with us. Don't play with us, Europeans. We're dangerous. in rock paper scissors. Hell yeah.
Also, guys, I was just kidding. I brought him back like Brian after the video's over, so don't worry. Five Fingers Noah isn't actually dead, in case y'all are wondering.
Okay, thank God. That's the goat right there. I can still pour honey on my goat. Okay, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna lose to you. I don't know why.
Yeah,
going in. It was just your aura. I don't know how to explain it.
My aura. You felt the loss 3 swings away. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I think I've kind of trained for this moment, like mentally, like not even that I'm like looking in the mirror doing this. I just kind of, my brain was kind of like, without me even knowing, just kind of ready for this moment. I think I've been ready for this moment. I just kind of didn't know it. But here we are, and I'm glad to have beaten you in a respectful fight. I almost died there. I almost died. I almost lost my life to rock paper scissors. So I may have just dodged a bullet. So more music coming soon. I'm still alive, y'all.
Plus, like, you didn't even pick Stewie, so like that would have been it.
Right. That would have been it. Fucking would have been it.
So I brought up Noah, and I actually asked him like the same question in the last video, but I thought that this was a good segue, so I figured, might as well. But
Okay.
so you have a song from earlier this year called "Wait on It." So what are some things that you look forward to releasing a lot as a kid, whether it was like an album, like a video game, like a TV show special, like whatever?
I really wanted another season of Gravity Falls. I really wanted that when I was younger. I've always wanted, to this day, I always want a new Family Guy season. I can't get enough of that. Big Family Guy, man. No, I also want, what are things that I wanted? What are things that I've had
It can be stuff that did come out too that you were just like anticipating a lot.
that I did come out? Right. Ooh. Actually, I've always wanted another Blade album produced by Filthy, and then Cold Visions dropped, which is like
Mm.
almost all like a lot of Filthy tracks on there. Was super happy with that. So 2020 me, he's happy as hell right now. I loved working on Dying, so that was awesome. I was also very very happy when CS2 came out. I was very happy when CS2 came out. So Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and then they made Counter-Strike 2 because the Global Offensive stuff was getting kind of boring. So I was really happy with that when that came out, but I haven't really been playing it since, not gonna lie. But I
Mhm.
was happy. I was always anticipating that. I knew that was like coming because they had been like talking about it. And I am also waiting on GTA 6. I am waiting on GTA 6. Played a little bit of not even that I'm like big into GTA, but GTA 6. I'm hella down to play GTA 6. We got Zyber interview before GTA 6.
Come on, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Y'all? What are we doing? It's taking y'all too long, bro. Taking y'all
They're
too
giving
long.
anybody interviews now.
They giving anybody interviews, bro. God damn, bro. That's the mates, this Cyber dude.
I think one thing that I look forward to a lot was Breath of the Wild when it was first coming out, cause like Wind Waker is like, I don't know if I still would say it, but like that was like my favorite video game at the time, right? And I
Right.
see another open world Zelda game, and I'm like, I'm ready for it. But
Hell yeah.
when the Switch came out, obviously everybody wanted that, so I could not get one. On my birthday, I got Breath of the Wild, but I didn't have a Switch yet. We got it to make sure that we wouldn't get it before it like sold out, because my birthday was like 2 months after. So I
Right.
had Breath of the Wild for like 2 months, and I couldn't do anything with it. I would like look at the box and like pretend, because I couldn't do anything else. I avoided videos on purpose because I didn't want to get spoiled.
Right.
And then
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
finally, in
Yeah.
late July, I finally got my Switch with ARMS bundled on it, and I played ARMS for like
Oh.
10 minutes, and then never played
Oh.
it ever again.
Oh wow. Okay. No, Breath of the Wild. I've never I never owned a Nintendo Switch. I first console I got though, 2011. I got a Wii, which was awesome. It came with Super Mario Kart, and I loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember playing Breath of the Wild at my friend's house because like he started like another save or something. He gave me the controller and he just kind of like guided me through the game. And that game, like from what like the little I played of it, I see the vision. That game is entertaining. Like that game has also the graphics are fucking nice. I remember that being like pure eye candy.
Yeah, because it's
Pure eye
like cell
candy.
shaded.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you can just get lost in the game for like hours. And then I like Tears of the Kingdom a lot too, but that came out like, I think my like gaming era kind of ended after like 2021. And then since then, I just
Right,
haven't enjoyed video games as much. So like, I still like Tears of the Kingdom, but I wasn't like into it like I was Breath of the Wild.
right. Oh, also I just remember one. Almighty So 2. I was so
Mm.
Almighty So 2. I remember when I first heard Almighty So 1, I was just, like, blown away by it, and it's just, like and I was just kinda whenever I find, like, an album or, like, an artist I really like, I just, like, find so like, I just, research that shit, like, go on Rate Your Music, read all the reviews. If they don't like it, they can kiss my ass or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but fucking and I remember seeing, like, a bunch of, like, people, like, getting hyped for, like, Almighty So 2, and that was, like, before he, like, announced it, like, all the way back in, like, 2022 or something, So I was like, I was just like waiting, and then I saw the announcement, super excited. Sadly, like when the album came out though, I listened to it and I thought it was good, but I haven't like really listened to it since. But I'm just like happy that it's out. I'm happy
Yeah.
that it's out because you can kind of like hear it if you've heard the album. You can like hear that Chief Keef, he's like really focused on the album. Like you can tell like he really like poured his heart on that thing. I
Yeah.
also did I forget to mention him as an inspiration? He's a big inspiration actually, like a huge inspiration. I'm surprised that I forgot Chief Keef. He's a big inspiration. That's the GOAT. Shout out Chief Keef.
Mhm. Yeah, I love Belief off, On My Soul too, that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, I like
Burn,
Drifting Away a lot.
burn. Yeah, that one's really good too, yeah.
Drifting Away is so hard. I like the sample, beautiful. It's so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love it.
But yeah, I'm glad that at least for me, I like Keith when he's more, like, focused lyrically. I think, like, 4NM and like
Yeah.
that, he's like
Oh, Fortnum's great. Fortnum's great. Especially like because like a lot of people I feel like a lot of people back then, they really like didn't see anything like they didn't like really see that like Chief Keef could like drop a modern day album and like kinda like prove himself to be like still be like clean with it. But
mhm.
that album, he proved a lot of people wrong. That album is like crazy. There's like this one song on there, See Through. There's like this insane snare roll,
Yeah.
like that just lasts like a good minute or something. Blows me away every time. And I know like when I'm at a party and I have the aux, I am going to play Bitchware. I'm going to play
Mhm.
Bitchware. That song is great. But I also like a lot of the older stuff. Almighty So 2, Bang Part 2, Finally Rich, of course. I love it. The Leak, all of the Leak series too. Great stuff. I love
Mhm.
it.
Back from the Dead 2 is a personal favorite for me also, just because it's so weird.
Oh yeah, Back in the Day too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the production. I'm pretty sure like he produced like a some of the songs on there, right?
Like, most of it, yeah.
Yeah, most of the songs, right? Yeah, the production. His like his production. It's so different, which I like. Cause like, and I don't know if that's just like him like not really like getting how like beats are supposed to sound or something. But either way, it sounds like it's like nice to listen to. Like he has
Mhm.
this one like leak or something called "Was It You," and the beat is just like I recommend listening to that song, people. It's fucking good. The beat is like reverb, like choir sample, this weird like electric guitar lead. It's super cool. His production is great.
Yeah.
Good producer.
Moving on though, so when small artists shoot music videos, it's usually just them and like a friend or two filming it, and usually their music is pretty like secret to like other people like IRL, right? But then in contrast to your videos, you have like full squads of people with you, and then my
Yeah,
sources have told me that your parents also like your music. So how is that just having it
they
like out in the
do.
open?
They do. Yeah, I remember, like, when I was starting out, like, I never showed, like, the music. I was not posting, like 'cause, a lot of, like, IRLs, like, follow me on Instagram and, like, a lot of, like, mutuals to the IRLs and with, like, how small Iceland is, basically everybody follows everybody, I swear.
Mhm.
But, I don't know, there just kinda came a time where it's like, "Okay, I kinda wanna, like I kinda want more people to see this," so I started, like, promoting it there, and that's kinda how, like, people found out. Like, I already had, like, close friends that I told about the music 'cause I know, like, they wouldn't judge me for it, and if they had criticism, they would give me, like it would be, like, constructive criticism. So, I don't know, but the more I just kinda, like, put myself out there, the more I just got comfortable with it. So, a lot of people may, like, know of me, like, in Iceland as, like, Zyber, which is kinda weird. Like, I've had people come up to me, like, and know me as Zyber and not, like,
Mhm.
my actual name, which is funny. But, yeah, my friends, I like to have them in the video. They're super supportive with it. My family too. My family is super supportive about it. I was surprised too, cause like, it's not even like that they, like, get it, obviously. They're, like, quite old, so they don't really, like, get the music. But my dad, he was in a band, like, in the '90s, so he's always had, like, a knack for music. So
Mhm.
he was, like, super happy to see me make music, and he tells, like, his coworkers at his job that I make music and stuff. It's super funny, but
Mhm.
they even listened to, like, the entirety of Full of Myself. Like, I remember that album was, like, fresh, and I overheard all of them, like, my mom and dad and my sister in the living room, like, listening to the full thing on, like, YouTube.
Mhm.
It was super funny because I just, like, heard my music outside, and it was just, like, my parents listening to it. And then later I came out my room. They were just talking about, like, "Wow, the album is so, like, well done," And I had like a bar on Enough of This saying shout out to my sister. My sister was very happy with that.
Mhm.
She was very happy with that, which is cool. But yeah, they're hella supportive, and it makes me happy because there's less like worry about it. Like I don't have to like stress about things a lot, and the fact that I'm now like able to just kind of put myself out there and kind of just be myself with like the music, it's hella nice. I don't have to like act like secretive about it and stuff. But
Mhm.
so I definitely encourage a lot of people just kind of it's kinda what I did. I just kinda had to, like you kind of have to, like, thug that shit out first. You just kinda have to thug that shit out because 'cause you're gonna have a lot of people, like, questioning you, not like even, like, a bad way, but, like, in a curious way, which at first is, like, super uncomfortable because you don't really, like, know how to respond to it, but
Yeah.
once you, like, just kinda keep on doing it, people just kind of, like, accept it, and if they and, like, most people that don't fuck with your music, they won't say a thing. Like, unless you're just assholes, then they're just assholes. You gotta kinda have to realize that and just not pay any attention to them.
Mhm.
But, like, the people that do like your music, they will tell you that. Like, they will, like, show support, which is, like, awesome. So, I recommend everybody that wants to put themselves out there with the music. Show people your work because that's beautiful. I think it's so beautiful that not only can my ears listen to it, but other people's ears can listen to it. It's awesome. It's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah, I had an experience in middle school and, like, early high school where I wouldn't talk about it, but people would, like, know and bring it up,
Yeah.
and it was weird because it wasn't even like I was, like, releasing anything, they just kinda knew that I would do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Right.
and then even now, like, literally today, because like, I have stuff on, like, streaming, right? And
Right.
I was talking to my dad about it, and now he knows that it's on streaming, and I won't say what my artist name is because I don't wanna
Mm,
talk to him about it, but, like,
yeah.
it's out
No,
there
like
now.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, that's why I'd say, like, only if you, like it's only, like, if you want like, anybody if a person wants to do it, I recommend it. I recommend, like, putting yourself out there. But, like, I get it. I get it. It's so, like it feels so weird, like, kinda, like, either promoting your music or just, like, telling somebody about it, because especially if it's, like, an IRL, like, they've known you for, like, quite some time, and then all of a sudden, like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I've been making music for, like, the last 2 years," or something. They might be, like, a bit confused by it, but
Mhm.
if they're real friends, they'll come around and they'll support you. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out friends.
Shout out friends.
Shout out friends.
And so your Discord status currently says "Full of myself too," right? So is there
Mhm, it
anything that
does.
the Zyber gang can look forward to in the future?
They can look forward to Full of Myself too. It's a long process. This is probably gonna take longer than Farm 1. So, and, I've I'm hoping to get, like, 10 to 12 songs on there. Kinda keep it, like, at like, a similar, length as, like, Full of Myself 1, but maybe, like, just a little bit longer, maybe,
Mhm.
like, close to the 30-minute mark. I wanna put my all into this one. I wanna have a DJ host on it. I'm gonna have my friend Kazoba as a DJ host. That's one thing about it, DJ host, and I'm very, I'm quite the perfectionist with my stuff. That's why it takes so long. Like, I've made, like, a bunch of other songs, but sometimes it's just like sometimes I just like, "No, I don't really wanna have this on the tape." So, that's why it kinda takes quite a bit because I have to really know that it's a good song. Like, I have to think it's a good song for me to wanna put it out.
Mhm.
So, it's gonna be a it's like it might be a while. I couldn't really put, like, a date on it, but hang in there, hang in there. It is in the works. It is in the works.
Mhm.
Bomb 2. Get ready.
Yeah, and is there a certain, like, sound you've been going for with this one, or is it, like, similar to the first one?
Similar to the first one, but, I've taken, like, way more, like, inspiration from Gucci Mane on it, like, way more than, the previous mixtape. Because I don't know, I've been listening to him a lot. I made an entire song about him, Feel Like Gucci. That's an anthem, by the way.
Mhm.
They love that when I perform that. But, yeah, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from that one, from Gucci Mane. So, definitely, like, it's gonna kinda have that, like, classic 2000s, like, DJ hosts and kinda similar, like, beats, but I'm also kinda, like I'm gonna try to, like, add a little twist to it too. Kinda wanna, like, put a little bit of the Icelandic sauce on it, you know? Not
Mhm.
necessarily, like, Icelandic rap bars or anything, but just kinda, like kinda my sauce, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna put my all into this. So just trust me, the final product will be worth it. It will be worth it.
Very
Believe me.
excited. And is there any other
Yeah.
like, I guess, is there like a direction you want to see yourself going in, like besides that, like maybe like where you see yourself like after that project, or just more of the Gucci Mane, like that kind of trap aesthetic?
Um, After that project, I kinda just wanna, like, be able to do whatever, like, that song I have, "Go Home," which is, like, very different from my other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, "Wait on It" too. I wanna definitely expand on that too. That's like a sound I really enjoy doing. "Go Home" is, like, also one of my favorite songs that I made. I definitely wanna do more stuff like that, just, like, kinda like the I don't know, kinda like lo-fi type rap or whatever, and then just, like, I wanna do everything. I wanna make a folk album, like, I wanna do everything. I don't know how to play an instrument, but I wanna make a folk album.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll figure it out, like, when I'm done with this, I'll figure out what I wanna do. I think only time can tell what I wanna do. But currently, I'd say I wanna just kinda do whatever
Yeah.
when I'm done with it.
Yeah, cause like, I've been wanting to I know I sent you beats before, but I've been wanting to work with you, and I heard "Go Home," and I was like,
Yeah.
"That's more like something I could do," cause like, the, like, Gucci Mane trap stuff is not, like, towards my strengths, I think, but I could definitely
Right, right.
I don't know,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you'd
No,
be if you'd be
definitely.
up for that, I don't know.
No, I'd definitely be up for that. Definitely send me. I love getting beats sent to me because when they're good, they're fucking good. They're
Mhm,
fucking good. And I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, and, as the episode comes to a close, is there anything why did I write that again? My bad. I put you wanna talk about it as the episode comes to a close, my bad. As the episode comes to a close, is there anything you wanna give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to Fiji Island, Kazoba, Jokul. Shout out to my mom and dad. Shout out Kawaii Goons too. The goats, Kawaii Goons. Shout out Twitter. Shout out Twitter. I'm active there. Shout out Instagram. Shout out Iceland. I love Iceland. I'm a proud Icelander. Um, and just shout out to the people that enjoy my music. I don't know how many of them are, but shout out to the people that do like my music. That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Mhm.
Shout out to them. That's all I gotta say for
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I forgot to mention it earlier, but how is the whole, like, blowing up on Twitter experience for you? I know you, like, knew it was gonna happen,
Right,
but
right,
still.
right. Yeah. The fuck pedophile snippet.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was so funny because fucking it was funny. I was in a call with Bappy. Shout out Bappy also, and I kind of just like wanted to make something just to kind of kill time. And when I was making it, I wasn't being like serious. I was being serious about the message though,
Mhm.
but I wasn't taking it seriously, and I made the song, and I just knew I wanted to make like a snippet of it because I knew like how Twitter is like if you're like kind of if you're hopping on those like dark plug beats with, like, the farting 808s or whatever, like, they eat that shit up, they eat
Mhm.
that shit up, and they ate that shit up. I think it's at, like, nearly 500,000 views or something on Twitter, which is, like, crazy, and like some people were rocking with it, some people were kinda like, "Oh, this dude is copying Wildcard Uno," which, like, yeah, obviously, like,
Yeah.
I was copying Wildcard Uno, and it's funny because like, it isn't, like, what I make, like, I was just kinda, like, fucking around there. So I kinda, like, knew, like, I don't know, I had, like, a feeling that it would, like, do some numbers, not that much to the point where, like, Underground Sound reposted me,
Mhm.
but it did numbers, and it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun to have them 15 minutes of fame. It was
Yeah,
super fun, and
I'm not actually interviewing Zyber, I'm interviewing some random guy, so
yeah, some random guy on Underground Sound that dissed Lifeless Garments. Yeah, no, fuck, that was fun though. Will I do that again? Maybe. I don't know. It was fun. I put it on like it has like 2,000 streams on SoundCloud. So like it doesn't really like the views and likes on Twitter, they obviously don't like translate to like the
Yeah.
streams when you like actually drop the song, which I already expected. But like just kind of like having eyes on you, even though it's not even like for the music that I take seriously, to like actually put effort into. It was fun because like even then I got like 300 new followers from that, and even though like not all of them are maybe like jacking the new sound. Some of them are, so I did gain some new fans from that, like, even with the FOM sound and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm ha I was that was fun, that was fun.
Alright, well, shout out that experience, and shout out ZYBER. Thank you for coming on today. This was really fun to do.
Yeah.
All of his
Thank you for
music will
having
be
me,
in
this
the
was
link.
awesome.
All of his music will be in the description down below, so please go check it out if you haven't listened to him before, because this is
Yes, sir.
the Icelandic goat, and also just the goat. Like, I've been listening to Full myself a lot, so I was really excited to do
Hell yeah.
this.
That's awesome, thank you. Hell yeah, thank you for having me again, this was awesome. First interview, this is #rare,
Ooh,
#rare.
first of
First
many.
first first of many interviews. This is rare right here.
Mhm.
Screenshot this, sell the OG screenshots, sell the OG screenshots right now.
Alright, well,
But yeah,
I'm
thank you for
Amu.
having me.
It's been the Hidden Driveway Show. Goodbye.
Peace.